figure that our acquaintance, serious acquaintance, started actually way back in the 50s. And in the process of actually gathering parties and whatnot, at that one time we were in Matabungkay, and we had lady friends and with Linda and all, and I think that was the time when he actually caught his eyes caught Amelita.
Being friends, we'd go out together, Linda and Tatat, and then Cesar and myself. We were always pregnant, Linda and I. And your dad came along. He was the solo. Sabi po siya, he was always the oddball, which he really didn't mind, no? And shortly after that, he introduced us already to your mom, so we'd go out together.
We had common friends, especially friends that had common interests like hi-fi and stereo and music, all that helped bring us a lot together.
We met on the choir loft of a church.
Wow!
She was conducting the choir and I was recording it for the recording of the wedding.
So we met there, right at the choir loft.
And?
And that afternoon, he came already to visit. At the beginning, I think nothing, but I was just thinking, he's a fast worker.
She was courted by so many. She was a pretty, Amelita was a very pretty girl. So I guess through all these years, she did find the right man until cards came along. But we would go out together in parties. And we would chaperone them because Amelita's parents were strict. And Tito Cesar, so they would sit at the back, and then after dinner, you know, he'd go around in Luneta or whatever, and he'd put on the glass, the view, the back view. We give them a chance. And so, according to your mom, your dad said, we better do something, mapapahiya tayo.
One evening I remember Cesar, whom I consider the best driver, Cesar Bautista, just turned the mirror around, and that was the signal for me to move. So I did try to move, and that was it.
We were consentidoras. Then after that, we'd bring them home. The Lola would always be there waiting for her.
The first time that he came to the house, the next morning, my grand aunt, a sister of my grandmother, came to the house. And she said that, you know, that guy just courts and courts and courts girls, but never gets married to any one of them. So that scared me.
In a way, I got that reputation. I guess never met the right one until she came along.
Since the time that he met your Amelita, he was already focusing more of his attention to her.
My being with them in the social gathering and informal and formal gatherings, he would be attracted maybe because they're pretty, you know. But hanggang dyan na lang. It doesn't last long. And then knowing cards, we knew she was very serious with her.
He was really serious when he came to your mom already. And then he was even more private. You know, he wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, it is so funny that before I would have a list of what I'd like and what I don't like in men. But when it came to him, I didn't even look at the list. I just threw out the window.
Really?
Yeah, it just happened, I guess. God knows that when you've met your match or your partner, it's there. But when he proposed, I didn't want to believe it either because I already heard this news that he just proposes but never marries. I said, well, this is what they told me, that you just propose and court but you never really want to get married. He said, oh, is that what you think? So the next day he went to my mother and asked my mother for my hand. My mother said, "Did you already ask her?" She was so surprised because there was no advance warning.
Yeah.
Then everything went just the ball started rolling.
It was a very elegant wedding. Her gown is made by Ramon Valera, no less, because Tito Morty insisted. And he arranged everything, just like he did it for us also. Breakfast, and the photographer, everything. He was the one who picked up the groom.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Such a good friend.
It's really a marriage according to, the tradition, particularly the Catholic teachings, and all of that, So I think they're very, they could be a model for that type of, of marriage.
They have a very loving relationship. They have high respect for each other, and the cards show his love and appreciation for the musical talents of Amelita. And so that to me is very supportive of cards for Amelita. And Amelita is very supportive of cards, not only in our basketball game, in our gourmet outing, and in almost all activities. So there is a natural bond between the two that has been endearing.
When I got married to him, I knew that he was much older than I, right? So I thought, I'm getting into this relationship, but I really have to submit myself to whatever he wants because he's a much older person, and I just have to subjugate myself. But then he started pampering me and spoiling me instead, giving me a lot of attention. That was surprising.
They're definitely one couple whose example in marital bliss is something that will always encourage me to persevere to the bitter end.
I haven't seen any couple as caring as your dad to your mom, but of course your mom is also, I think, it gives him equal time and very, very thoughtful too. And I could see how your dad cares for your mom a lot.
Thank you for a good life. It was a wonderful life with Dad, and the way that you had loved us and loved all our children. Never did I ever suspect that he was looking at another woman, ever. And that's where I think wives are gonna get very grateful for that.
Yeah, I wish I could turn back the clock 50 years so I can show her more love than I've been giving.
That you have reached this point in your life that you can still relish the presence of your children, your friends, and trying to admire you, that you have actually been living all these years happy together, and we have been joining you in all the instances that you have been enjoying it. We relish and cherish your celebration, and we look forward for many more for times to come.
But more than that, I am glad to see cards even getting stronger, and it looks like I know Amelita is taking good care of cards. I hope you all the best for many more years to come, and I'm sure cards will have many more years to come. His father lived up to the age of 100, remember that. And I'm sure they can give you all the best, and you've got a good family. Take care and all the best.
We wish you many more years of wedded life. May you have a good health. You have already plenty of money and good spirits to enjoy everything. More power, cards, and Amelita. We're going to look forward to your 75th diamond wedding anniversary.
Well, for all those who have known cards and Amelita, I hope that their living example will encourage you to remain faithful to each other and persevere through trials sufferings, hardships, and you are going to reap the greatest joy, even in this life, of the everlasting joys of your children and your children's children, and the respect of your community. That's all.
Congratulations, Cards and Amelita. You deserve this. You deserve this long, happy life together, and you have many, many more years together in good health and with good friends like us.
Well, you know, my message for them is, you know, that they should continue another 50 years probably. At least, you know, go as far as they can, and you know, continue to serve as a model for all these young couples. Because I think at this time, our young couples really need, you know, to see this kind of marriage.
Happy anniversary, Amelite. I really miss all those days when we both sing and we enjoy each other's company so much. I wish we can do it again now. I know our voices may not be the same anymore, but let's do it again, okay?
You have raised your family well. The two of you together have grown in your spiritual life, and you're bonding with children and grandchildren, and the rest of us has been there all along. And so we thank you too for being there for the rest of the family, including all your siblings and all our families.
50 years of married life is a great blessing. So please, I wish you to continue sharing your overflowing blessings to the least fortunate. Happy, happy golden wedding anniversary.
I wish them success. Not ever feel they get into. We try to give them the best education and preparation, and if there is anything lacking, I hope they know how to fill it up.
My prayer every day is that all my children and their spouses, that their love will grow daily, that their love will be more and more each day, and that they will love their children all the way until they grow up also themselves, so that their marriages will be as perfect as Dad and I. Well, I think first of all, you've got to be close to God. He is the one that keeps your marriage going in spite of difficulties. Yeah, in fact, if you, I guess if you are based on prayer, if you're grounded on prayer and closeness to God, He provides the rest.
Up there.